does anyone have a single concern about Bryce Young being elite?
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the NFL players who were drafted early but turned into total busts.
That will bring a torrent of booze.
Number 10, Isaiah Wilson, Tennessee Titans. It's extra disappointing when a player fails due to off-the-field reasons rather than a talent issue. The Titans took the offensive tackle at pick 29, and he was immediately a problem for them.
I think this is an interesting pick, but it's the right pick for the Tennessee Titans. They know exactly what they want to do in terms of what style of football they want to play. This is a massive right tackle.
Wilson was on and off the reserve COVID list for months, and in September of 2020, he was arrested for DUI. In December, the Titans suspended him for a rules violation, and the following January, he was arrested again for leading cops on a high-speed chase.
He played just one game for the Titans during a disastrous rookie season that included a DUI charge and a one-game suspension. He was arrested again in January, released by Tennessee.
He played exactly 4 snaps in his rookie season. In March, the team traded him to the Dolphins. He was cut just 3 days later after skipping workouts. He then spent a few months on the Giants practice squad before his NFL career ended.
The Giants, a team in need of offensive line depth, while Wilson is a first-round talent at 6'6", 350 pounds, and still just 22 years old.
Number 9, N'Keal Harry, New England Patriots. If a wide receiver can't succeed with Tom Brady as his quarterback, he was probably never meant to be a professional football player. The Patriots took Harry with the final pick of the first round, but due to injuries, he only played 7 games his rookie season. After Brady departed for the Bucs in 2020, Harry recorded his most successful season with just 309 receiving yards.
Jones heaves it, going deep for Harry. He's got it! A big one to N'Keal Harry!
The rest of his short career was plagued by injuries, and he bounced from the Bears to the Vikings to the Seahawks practice squad. The Hawks released him in December 2024, which appeared to spell the end of his time as a pro.
I just got to kind of get the plays down, get the offense down, give myself more chances to get in there.
Number 8, Zach Wilson, New York Jets. In fairness to Wilson, nothing ever works out for the Jets. After being selected 2nd overall, the BYU quarterback got off to a promising start in his first regular season game. He threw for 258 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception.
Wilson over the middle, and it's intercepted. Shaq Thompson on the pick.
Unfortunately, it was all downhill from there. The following week against the Patriots, Wilson threw interceptions on his first 2 passing attempts, plus 2 more later in the game. He struggled through 2 more seasons with the Jets, suffering from injuries and getting benched for performance issues.
He has time here to throw, and then he throws this one into the ground. You can see how, nobody's more frustrated with what's going on than Zach Wilson.
He then spent a year with the Broncos as the 3rd-string quarterback before getting picked up by the Dolphins. It remains to be seen whether Wilson has the chops to succeed in the NFL.
I think it's going to be a great fit, just with what I'm looking for, the type of offense, the amount of information I'll be able to learn from these guys. I think it couldn't have been a better match.
Number 7, Paxton Lynch, Denver Broncos. You never want to be the guy to try to fill Peyton Manning's shoes. Following their Super Bowl win and Manning's retirement, the Broncos selected Lynch 26th overall in 2016.
The Denver Broncos select Paxton Lynch, quarterback, Memphis.
During his rookie season, he subbed in for starter Trevor Siemian a handful of times and, overall, looked pretty good. He missed most of the following season with injuries, and in 2018 was demoted to 3rd string before being cut in September. Lynch then spent time with the Seahawks and Steelers before trying his luck in the Canadian Football League, the USFL, and the XFL. You at least have to admire his persistence.
I'm not quitting. I never quit. My mom never quit. My dad never quit. My brother never quit. I'm never going to quit.
Number 6, Jalen Reagor, Philadelphia Eagles. In 2020, Philly was in desperate need of wide receivers.
We know they needed wide receiver help. They had a bundle of wide receivers to choose from in this deep draft, and they're going with a man that Brady Quinn knows very well, Jalen Reagor out of TCU.
The best pass catcher on the roster was 33-year-old Deshaun Jackson, whose long career was nearing its end. The team took Reagor 21st overall, and despite missing 2 months with an injury, he had a decent rookie season. However, the bottom fell out in 2021. Reagor seemed to get the yips, dropping passes left and right and finishing the regular season with only 2 touchdowns.
Uh-oh, watch out! Down the 40! Trying to wiggle past the punter, stiff arms him, he's in! What a run back!
The last straw came during the playoffs when Reagor muffed 2 punts in the wild card round, and the Eagles got blown out by the Bucs 31-15.
Short punt. Hangs up high and it's muffed. Reagor could not haul it in.
Since then, he's been handed off from one team to another and seems destined to be another forgotten draft bust. Number 5. John Ross, Cincinnati Bengals. After being selected 9th overall, this wide receiver's rookie season could not have gone worse. Ross missed the season opener with a knee injury, and in Week 2, he logged just 12 rushing yards and a fumble.
Flip to the speedy John Ross. This is the guy with the great speed, but he can't hang on to the ball.
That was the only time he touched the ball all season. He was active for only 2 more games and was either injured or a healthy scratch for the other 12. His 3rd season in the league was by far his best, when he managed over 500 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns.
He's got it! Makes the catch! Looking for room. Ross sneaks in! First play, touchdown for the Bengals!
He was then shunted from the Giants to the Chiefs to the Eagles. All told, he played just 38 games in 6 seasons and walked away with fewer than 1,000 receiving yards for his career.
First thing on the scouting report that you read about John Ross, fast. Super duper fast. Look how he just blows by.
Number 4. Trey Lance, San Francisco 49ers. This quarterback from NDSU has actually put up decent numbers when he gets on the field.
They design quarterback runs for him, but when they call quick game like they do here, there's nothing wrong with him using his legs.
Sadly, his career has been marred by one injury after another. The Niners drafted Lance 3rd overall, and when he took over for an injured Jimmy G in Week 4, he racked up 157 passing yards, 41 rushing yards, and 2 touchdowns. But he only played 1 more game before going out with a knee sprain.
Off the fake, lofts it, oh, wide open, Deebo Samuel! How did he get that open? It's a foot race! And it's a 76-yard house call, my goodness!
He earned the starting job in 2022, but missed most of the season with an ankle injury. And in 2023, he was bumped down to 3rd string. He then bounced to the Cowboys and the Chargers.
Boat fam, what's going on? It's Trey Lance here, just signed. Super excited to get out here and get started.
Altogether, he played in only 12 games in his first 4 years in the league. Number 3. Josh Rosen, Arizona Cardinals. After an impressive college career with UCLA, Rosen was one of the most exciting prospects in the 2018 draft.
The Arizona Cardinals select Josh Rosen, quarterback, UCLA.
The Cards selected him 10th, and he won the starting job by Week 4. That might have been more of a curse than a blessing, since the rest of the team's offense was a mess. Rosen was sacked 45 times, threw 14 interceptions and just 11 touchdowns, and finished the season with the worst passer rating in the league.
Rosen from the gun on 2nd and 7. End zone has his man. It's Fitzgerald for the Arizona touchdown. Beautifully thrown by the rookie.
He was then moved to the Dolphins, becoming the only first-round QB to play just 1 season with a team that drafted him before being traded. Over the next few years, Rosen spent time with the Bucs, 49ers, Falcons, Browns, and Vikings before calling it quits.
At the end of the day, I just want to come in and play football.
Number 2. Bryce Young, Carolina Panthers. He might not be the worst player on our list, but when you draft a guy 1st overall, you expect to get a lot more out of him.
The pick is in, and it is
there we go.
Bryce Young.
Hey.
Congratulations to Bryce Young.
Young's rookie season was extremely mediocre. He threw 11 touchdowns and 10 interceptions, and the Panthers finished 2-15. Things got even worse at the start of 2024, when the Cats were blown out in back-to-back games.
Back foot throw was incomplete.
By week 3, Young was benched for 37-year-old Andy Dalton. He returned to the starting lineup in week 8 after Dalton sprained his thumb and finished the season with decent stats, including 15 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. It's possible that Young still has a future in the NFL.
We're going to have time to build, to grow, and to accomplish the goals that we set for ourselves.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Brashad Perryman, Baltimore Ravens. He spent time with 8 different teams, but never made a real impact.
Look at this run right here. Perryman, he'll take it all the way. That is what Baltimore does.
Clelin Ferrell, Oakland Raiders. This 4th overall pick was a huge reach and hasn't had more than 5 sacks in a season.
Just as Darnold takes his hand off the ball, there is Ferrell, and he gets it out.
Jeff Okudah, Detroit Lions. It's been one injury after another for this corner, who was picked 3rd overall.
Okudah with the pick, and little one picks big one and takes it for a touchdown.
Quentin Johnston, Los Angeles Chargers. Wide receivers only have one job, and Johnston just isn't very good at it.
Herbert, and a drop by Johnston.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Mitch Trubisky, Chicago Bears. It's not just that Trubisky is a below-average QB, it's that the Bears traded up to take him 2nd overall, ahead of Patrick Mahomes.
The Chicago Bears select Mitchell Trubisky, quarterback, North Carolina.
Offense has never been the Bears' strong suit, but Trubisky's middling stats were still a letdown. His best season came in 2018 when he took the team to the wild card round.
Trubisky. Dropped inside the 10-yard line.
However, by the start of the 2020 season, he was in competition with Nick Foles for the starting job. He won the role, but the team declined to pick up his 5th-year option. Since then, he's bounced from the Bills to the Steelers and back. We can't help but wonder how former GM Ryan Pace feels when he thinks about what could have been.
The priority is get a win, go out, execute the game plan, and get a win.
Which of these draft busts do you think was most disappointing? Let us know in the comments below.
Harry going up and making a good catch. That's a great catch.